Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming the video that I've been waiting for the whole year. I loved filming this last year and I've been waiting the whole year to film it again. So as you can see from the title, today I'm going to share with you my top 22 K-pop songs of 2022. I've been keeping track ever since the year started and noting down my favorite songs, and now I'm making this video and I'm so excited to tell you my top. If you want to watch my video from last year where I shared my top 21 K-pop songs of 2021, and I also shared I think my top for 2020, I will leave that link in the description. But yes, today I'm sharing my songs of 2022, and I will say that this year hasn't really been the best for K-pop. I mean, I just feel like the music this year wasn't as good as in the previous years. Like, the previous years have had some amazing music. This year I feel like not so much. I mean, my top 10 songs is incredible. Like, I love my top 10 songs, but other than that, the rest of the songs aren't that great. And even my top 10, I feel like it's not as good as in the other years. Last year, for example, 2 years ago, I was sure what song was going to be my number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, 5. But this year, other than my top 2, I had a pretty hard time ranking them, and also coming up with 22 songs, it was pretty hard, but I did it and I'm pretty satisfied with this top. So basically this top contains my favorite K-pop songs of this year, and these are songs that I just loved listening to this whole year, songs that I've been obsessed with, that I had on repeat, and also some songs that maybe I didn't listen to that much. Like, there are a couple of songs, but I am aware that they are really good and some of the best from this year, you know? And the way I ranked them in was just the order that I loved them in, you know, the order that I listened to them the most and I like them the most. So yeah, this is my personal opinion. So without further ado, let's go. Alright, so number 22 is Stupid O'Clock by Victon. As always, Victon continue to be a very underrated group, and yeah, this year hasn't been the best for them, but honestly this song is really one of the best. It's just so well made, it's so good, and you shouldn't sleep on Victon. I highly recommend this song. Number 21 is Run BTS by BTS. I mean, I don't really know what to say about it. I mean, it's BTS, so of course, but this is one of like the only songs that they've put out this year, but it is a really good one and I really enjoyed it. Number 20 is Jikjin by Treasure, and this was one of my favorite songs this year. I actually kind of forgot how much I love this song because it came out back in February, but when it did come out I was obsessed with it. This song is exactly what we needed at that point in time, I feel like. I mean, this song is very much Treasure, it is their style, it's nothing different, but at that point I felt like we really needed a song like that, especially us Treasure fans, because it had been more than 1 year without a comeback, and Treasure came back when we needed them the most with a song that was perfect. You know, I think this song was what everyone was hoping for from them. So number 19 is Before the Dawn by P1 Harmony. So I'm not a huge fan of P1 Harmony, I don't listen to them too much, but this year, you know, I did give their songs a try, and Before the Dawn, which came out at the beginning of the year, is so good. It's like a really nice ballad, and I don't know, Kiho's voice just shines in it. I feel like his voice is perfect for a song like this. Highly recommend Before the Dawn. Number 18 is Shout Out by Enhypen, another amazing song. I don't know, this song is just so nostalgic. Like, it makes me feel nostalgic, I don't know why. It is so good, and what can I say, like, Enhypen, they never disappoint, you know, they never disappoint. Number 17 is Wadada by Kepler. This song is actually so good. I don't really know what to say. I'm not a huge fan of Kepler, though I did see them on Queendom. I mean, I watched all the performances from Queendom, but I was really impressed by Kepler, so I checked out some of their songs, and this one is just so good. It did come out on like 3rd of January, I think, so it does count. Number 16 is Full Moon by Waras. Guys, this is one of those B-sides that is so underrated. I just know. I mean, I'm not really in the Waras fandom, so I don't know what songs people like, but I just have a feeling Full Moon is very underrated. Waras have put out some of the best music this year. Of course, their title tracks were amazing, but their B-sides, you shouldn't sleep on them, and Full Moon is incredible. Number 15, we have Guerrilla by 80s. Like, I wish I could go back and listen to this song for the first time because it was just, I don't know, like, it was something, like, it's 80s, but it's not 80s. Like, they tried something new, and of course, it worked so good, and I love this song so much. I am a lover of noise music, in case you can tell, so yeah, every time there's like a noisy song, I just love it, but Guerrilla is really freaking good. Number 14 is Skins by Only One Of. Guys, I fell in love with Only One Of this year. Yeah, I know it's a bit late, but hey, better late than never. And I listened to their whole discography and it was so good. I mean, at one point I was just listening to Only One Of, like I had them on repeat, and like my trinity of songs from Only One Of was Skins, Libido, and Dora Maar. I would have loved to put those songs in this top, but they didn't come out in 2022, but Skins did, and it is one of the best songs of the year. It's so good. Number 13 is Ring the Alarm by Card. When I first listened to this song, I didn't expect to like it as much as I did. I mean, I was like, yeah, I like it, it's nice, but it isn't as, I don't know, energetic as Card songs or something, I don't know. But then the more I listened to it, the more I fell in love with it, and it ended up being one of my favorite songs from the year. It is really good. It is Card, you know, it has that Card feel, and yeah, I really, really love Card. Number 12 is a song from a group that has been on this list already, and that is Don't Stop by 80s. Same thing as with Jigjin. I really forgot how much I loved this song when it came out because it came out in January or February, but I was obsessed with it when it came out. This song is actually a song from Universe or something, which I don't know what the deal is with Universe, to be completely honest, but all of the songs that I've listened to from Universe, like all the groups that have put out music on Universe, like 80s, Monster X, The Boys, every single one is so good. So I don't know what is going on with Universe, but they have some really amazing, like, why do groups put out such amazing songs on Universe? It doesn't make sense because those songs barely get any views, any streams. Like, they're really some hidden treasures, and that's how Don't Stop is. Number 11 is again from a group that has been on this list already. Yeah, I tried to be as diverse as possible, but some groups really had two songs that were just amazing and I couldn't not put them in my top. So number 11 is Doom to Doom by P1 Harmony, which is so good. Again, when I first listened to it, I was not expecting to like it as much because, I don't know, this song is just not as noisy as I was used to from P1 Harmony, but the more I listen to it, the more I love it, and it has such a nice feel. And I remember very well, I was listening to this song when I was in Italy and we were on the bus back to our Airbnb, and I was just listening to Doom to Doom with like the 5% battery that I had left because my friend didn't have internet, so we were only using my phone and my internet to look up for directions and stuff. So of course, you know, I always ended up not having battery at the end of the day, but with the little battery that I had, I was on the bus listening to Doom to Doom, and it was such a vibe in Italy. Like, love this song. We've already gotten to my top 10, so as I said, my top 10 I think is Pristine, is so good, and number 10 is Doodle by Changbin, which counts, alright? It definitely counts. Doodle by Changbin was love at first listen for me. Like, the very first time I listened to this song, I was like, yeah, this is it. This is exactly what we needed, especially with Ski's Replay. I mean, I love that album and I love all the individual songs, but all of them were like so sad and, you know, just so mellow, and I was like, I need something, and that's exactly what Changbin's song was. So, but nevertheless, it's an amazing song because just listen to it and you'll see. I don't know what to tell you. Number 9 is Keep Me Up by B.I. This was B.I.'s year, I feel like. Yeah, I feel like this was B.I.'s year. I've been listening to him since last year or 2020, honestly, I don't know. And I really, really love him, but he just popped off this year. And Keep Me Up is so good. So yeah, this is number 9. On the 8th place, we have Opening Sequence by TXT. I will say 2021 was the year of TXT. Like, they put out the best music in their career, but 2022 not so much. Like, I enjoyed their music this year, but it didn't come close to 2021. But one song that really stood out this year was Opening Sequence, and it's really, really beautiful. On the 7th place, we have Child by Mark. Whoa, again, this was not one of the songs that I was expecting to love as much, but it's Mark. You know, Mark is my bias in NCT, and he's just so good. And honestly, this solo debut was really long overdue, but I loved it. Obviously I was expecting a rap song from Mark, but I feel like this was even better. Like, this song is so good, and obviously that's why it's on the 7th place. Now on the 6th place we have Anti-Fragile by Le Seraphim. Hands down, I agree that this was one of the best songs of the year, and I'm not really a big fan of girl groups, as you can see from my top, but Anti-Fragile, I don't even know, was so good. That chorus, oh my gosh, it's so addicting. Now we've gotten to my top 5. So top 5 is where the hit is at. On the 5th place we have Cheers by 17, or 17 Leaders. I don't know, because I don't listen to 17. I only listened to a couple of songs this year, but yeah, I'm not a 17 fan. Like, I don't listen to them. But the 2 songs that I listened to this year were amazing. One of them being Cheers. That's why Cheers is on the 5th place. Number 4, on the 4th place, we have Three Racha by Three Racha, or by Stray Kids. No, Three Racha by Three Racha, which is one of my favorite songs, obviously, but I don't think you guys understand. Like, I'm obsessed with this song. When I first listened to it, no, first of all, when they announced the album and they posted the track list and I saw their Three Racha, like a song called Three Racha, I was like, you know, I was over the moon. I was like, this song is going to be the best song I've ever heard in my whole life. And it was, you know, it's exactly the type of song that I like and that I want from Three Racha. So that's why it's on the 4th place. I feel like it was a bit too low, but nevertheless, yeah, I love this song. And now we have gotten to the top 3. On the 3rd place we have none other than Cursed Blessed by Enhypen. One of the best songs of the year, hands down, and one of the best songs in K-pop, I feel like, in general, hands down. And when I listened to it live at K-pop Flex, it was like a dream come true. Like, it was one of the performances that I was looking forward to the most. Cursed Blessed by Enhypen is such a good song. So I thought long and hard about my top 2. I don't know which song should I put on number 2, which song should I put on number 1, because I love both of them so much, and these songs are almost like equal to me. It was very, very hard to choose, but finally I decided that the 2nd place is BT BT, or Bitil Bitil by BI. As I said, this year was BI's year, and I was just so happy to see that so many people love this song, because deserved. But also, he's just so underrated. Even with the success that this song had, he's still very, very underrated. Like, his 2nd single from this year, Keep Me Up, has very little views compared to Bitil Bitil, but nevertheless, it really is one of the best songs of the year. Now, I'm not sure if BI is considered K-pop, but I do consider him K-pop since he was an idol rapper. I don't freaking know. Anyway, this is one of the best songs of the year, period. And number 1, I think a lot of you can guess, and that is Hot by 17, of course. I mean, as I said, I'm not a fan of 17, though I should probably become one, but I'm so happy that something just made me listen to this song, and I'm so glad, because this really is an amazing song, and it was my most streamed song on Spotify, so that says a lot. But yeah, it's just so good. Yeah, I didn't know if I should put Bitil Bitil on number 1 or Hot, but as much as I love Bitil Bitil, 1, I wasn't 100% sure if BI is considered K-pop, but also Bitil Bitil is definitely a more like mellow song, whereas Hot is just like a K-pop song. Like, Hot just feels like a classic K-pop song, so that's why I decided to put it on number 1. But yeah, both of these songs are so good, and just my top 22 songs I think are really good. But don't close the video just yet, because I also have my favorite K-pop albums of 2022, and they are quite a bit different from my top. I didn't want to rank these albums, so in no particular order, my favorite albums of this year were Skiz Replay, or SKZ Replay. How to even say? Honestly, I always say SKZ, but I see a lot of people hating on the people who say SKZ. I'm like, it's Skiz. Like, okay, Skiz Replay. It's one of the best albums of the year, hands down. And we also have Maxident by Stray Kids, because it really is so freaking good. And like, I was thinking, which one is better, Maxident or Ordinary? But personally, I liked Maxident more, and Stray Kids are my ult, so I had to put them in here. But yeah, We also have Thursday's Child by TXT. I did put opening sequence in my top, but the whole album overall I think is really good. I mean, we have Good Boy Gone Bad, nothing comes to mind right now, but it is a really solid album. Not as good as their previous ones, but I don't know, man, TXT always put out some of the best music, like they never disappoint. Then we have 80s, The World Episode 1 Movement. I think that's how you say the title. They're always so confusing with their titles, but this album was really good. Not just Guerrilla, every single song on that album was so solid and such 80s. I don't know, just listening to the album I was like, yes, this is 80s, like this is exactly 80s. I loved it. And last but not least, I feel like every year there has to be a group with an album that is so good that it's impossible to choose just one song. So this group has no songs in my top because all of them were so good, like all of them were like equally good, that it was really hard to choose just one. But overall the albums are amazing, and those are the two albums of Extraordinary Heroes. So Extraordinary Heroes put out 2 albums this year, and I think both of them are equally as good, and every single song is so freaking amazing. I highly recommend listening to Extraordinary Heroes. I don't know how they did it, but they really put out some of the best music this year, so congratulations, because this is something that not a lot of groups can do. And last but not least, I also have a little special award for the best music videos. I don't really keep note of this, but when I was watching these music videos, I was really just taken aback by how beautiful they are. I only have 2. I have Nude by G-Idol or Idol. I'm still not sure how to say their name, but yeah, Nude. So beautiful, like the colors, the cinematography, the concept in general. The song I'm not a huge fan of, but the music video is gorgeous. But the best music video was actually Key's Gasoline. The first time I watched it, I was like, yup, this is it. This is the best music video I've seen in my whole life, probably in general. It's so good. I mean, SM in general has like some of the best creative teams working on their music videos, some of the best special effects and stuff. SM artists really have some of the best music videos. Spy especially have amazing music videos, but yeah, this one, Gasoline, is incredible. The song is nice too, the song is really good, but the music video just takes the cake. I feel like the music video is art. It's pure art. If you want to see art in video form, watch Gasoline. So yes, we've reached the end of the video. This was my top 22 K-pop songs of 2022. As I said, I really want to know what your favorite songs are of this year. I also want to know what your favorite albums were, maybe your favorite music videos. I don't know, anything that you loved in terms of music this year, but especially K-pop, I would love to know. So please tell me down in the comments. I would love to make more K-pop content. I just don't know what you guys want to see, or if you want to see it, because I mostly make lifestyle content and vlogs and stuff like that. But if you would like to see any type of K-pop videos from me, please let me know down in the comments, and I would love to do that. Obviously, look forward in February to my vlog from Brussels when I go to see 80s on tour in Brussels. I am so freaking excited. But yeah, other than that, let me know what else you want to see from me. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more videos from me, and I will see you next time. Bye.